Welcome to One Chemistry. Always do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing as episodes. This is the 11th episode. If you didn't watch previous episode, I encourage you to go and see. Here we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the first question. The first question contains the cyclohexane, which contains 2 hydroxy groups. Phenyl groups are attached in the external second carbon. The acid is the catalyst. They are asking you to predict the product. The products are like conjugated diene, or ring expansion, or phenyl shift, or the phenyl only shift in the 6-member ring. Here you have to know selective rearrangement occur. You have to guess the rearrangement by catalyst and starting material. The answer is B. Let us see why. The starting material is dihydroxy alcohol, can be technically called as phenol. If you use the acid, what really happens is there is a possibility of water elimination as a H2O cation formation. Here 2 types of cation formation is possible. Either first OH or second OH can go as a water, but you have to judge the stability there. Once H2O leaves, the stable cation always involved in that one. So we have to guess that which cation is stable. Here phenyl is there, so definitely the cation near the phenyl is stable by resonance. The other one not stabilized by phenyl, so it is comparatively less stable. So here itself phenol and phenolone rearrangement will happen. The methylene group shifts there and the 6-member becomes 7-member. The ring expansions happen here. Then the cation is there, the H plus remove and the cation become ketone. Here you have to see 5-member becomes 6-member and the shift of methylene group occurs. So the answer is clearly B. The next conversion is conjugated ketone with methyl group attached there. The reagents are copper iodide and methyl magnesium bromide, which are all organometallic reagents. And the next step is CpPa. Here you have to understand the reagent and its property. The products are like epoxide product and methylated product. Whether the epoxidation happen above or below or methylation happen above or below, sometime ring expansion can occur also. So we have to see which one is which. Let us see the answer. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting material is conjugated ketone. We are using the copper and methyl magnesium bromide, which is the Gilman reagent. Always 1,4 addition is favored. So methyl group will add in the 4th position. So 4th position methyl group will add and the carbon ion form in the 2nd position. So methyl iodide, the methyl will attack in the 2nd position. So the attack will be happen. Again we are using CpPa, which is the peracid. Starting material is ketone and peracid. You might guess that it's a pair village rearrangement. So peracid can attack on the carbonyl carbon, peroxide forms. So the ring break will be happen. So how the ring will break? The ring will break based on the stability of carbocation. There are the 2 possibility of carbocation, A and B, but A carbocation is stable. So it is tertiary, B is secondary. So tertiary cation is stable. The ring will open with tertiary cation, it migrates. So the final product is 7-member ring. 7-member ring contain 1 oxygen inside, which is heteroatom, and 2 methyl group in 4th position, methyl group in 3rd position. Always use the numbering system to avoid the confusion. Here you learn 2 selectivity. One selectivity is copper Gilman reagent, which is very selective, as well as the Baeyer-Ulliger rearrangement. The most stable cation migrate and move. Then the question number 3. The starting material is cyclopentene. They are asking the reagent, which reagent converts the methylated dibromide, and next step is you are using silver nitrate and water. So they are asking you to guess A and B. A is reagent, B is the end product. So they are giving the choices. A can be the dibromomethane and base or tribromomethane and base, and the choices of the product can be bromine in the second position or third position. So here the chemoselectivity is the question, as well as you have to know methylated reagent. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal is bromoform. It's basically a carbene formation at the first step. The carbene formed from the bromoform, the dibromocarbene will be formed. Then the carbene can attack in the double bond, forming like epoxide kind of bridged carbon. So the carbon is there, two bromines are there. Then you are using silver nitrate. If you use silver nitrate, bromine leaves and cation forms. To avoid the ring strain, carbocation expand the ring to the 6th member. So 1/5 the methylene shift to the 6th one. So the double bond formed there and the cation formed at first position. So the cation formation is there. Then the cation has to be quenched by water. So water makes that hydrolysis like OH formation. So the end product represents C, the carbene formed from the bromoform. Here you have to know carbene is formed from bromoform and base, and the ring strain promote the ring expansion. Then the question number 4, cyclohexanone is there and the product is alcohol. So it's mere kind of reduction reaction, but the double bond will be there. So you have to know one methylene is higher, new double bond is introduced. They ask you to guess the reagent. The first one is silyl reagent and butyl lithium and hydrolysis and sodium borohydrate. The second one is like halide. Third one is hydrazine. So you are using the base or hydrazine or aldehyde. Here you have to know selectivity as well as new CC bond formation. So extra methylene group is there. Then you have to guess which one is which. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal is ketone, right? It has to be reduced by Wolff-Kishner reduction. So Wolff-Kishner reduction, the hydrazine attacks the double bond formed with C double bond N. Then to remove the TS group, the hydrogen shifts and double bond shifts, you have the diazo compound. Then you are using the base. From the diazo compound, hydrogen eliminates, negative charge forms. So the charges are migrates and nitrogen eliminated as N2. So again the anion is forming there. So the anion can go into aldol condensation. So the aldol condensation, here the cyclic ring is the negative charged one which can attack the carbonyl. So final product is CH2OH. So this is a lengthy one, but you have to realize that this is only possible by Wolff-Kishner reduction. Then the question number 5. The starting metal is phenyl group with long chain ester with ketone, and the product is the 5-member ring with conjugated ketone, and phenyl is attached in the 4th position. They ask you to guess the reagent. Here you have to know the ester group is selectively reduced. So you have to guess which one is which, and you have to know the selectivity. The choices they given are dihydroxy alcohol and base reagent and halide. So basically you are understand the role of reagent as well as the role of acid and base. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal is ester and ketone. Ketone is very reactive than ester, so we have to block it. So we protect it with ketone. So we have to use the protecting group, dihydroxy alcohol. So we protect the ketone. Then the ester group is free. Then you have to use the DePace reagent. DePace reagent selective to carbonyl which is in the ester. So C double bond O becomes CH2. That is the specialty of DePace reagent. So CH2O converts. Then once you hydrolysis, the ester OET will become OH. So there is a ester hydrolysis and the carbon reproduction occur at same time during the hydrolysis. Then the hetoenol tautomerism occurs. The OH becomes CH3 C double bond O. Then there is a possibility of ring formation because the condensation and alpha hydrogens are available with the end carbon. So alpha condensation occurs, ring formation occurs. So there is an internal condensation. water elimination, so the final product occurs. Here you will learn ring production and deproduction, as well as you have to learn ester and ketone reactivity. Ketone is more reactive than ester, which promote all the conversion. That's all from this episode. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.